What's going on, everybody? I'm the Tully Monster, and welcome back to the Promised Land. As you can see, we have our little heart-shaped Valentine's Day special going on there. Shoutouts to Jesus, because, like we say, that's what we were here for. And come to think of it, we got one more shout-out. Little Mini Cats Gaming on up there. Mentioned that my in-game volume might have been a little too high. So I went back in here and I went ahead and turned it down to, where the heck is it right here? 80%. Let me know, there are mini cats, if that helps any. But today we're going to try working on our house a little bit. So let's go up here and get the materials we're going to need. Where is my clay? That's not clay. It's not clay. It must be in here. There we go. We're going to put a bunch of this clay on to smelt because I'm actually going to do white stained clay for a lot of my walls. Kind of a stucco effect. I'm mixing two different styles. There's a guy that builds this medieval world. I am struggling right now to remember his name, which is a real bummer because I like his stuff. I'd like to give him a shout out. Maybe I'll shout him out in the next one when I can remember what the heck his name is. Yeah. Alright, well, anyhow, enough of me fumbling to remember somebody that I've clearly spaced out. Let's go ahead and figure out where we're going to put this house. Kind of thinking that big area down there, but ooh, hey, look at all the goodies. Come to thinking about goodies, I probably should have gotten myself some wood. Put all this stuff on the burn and didn't get anything to build out of. I'm going to be using a whole pile of logs today, so let's go get us a whole bunch of different kind of wood, that kind of thing, and see how much of this house we can get done today. But, anyhow, I usually get some sort of biblical reference around this time while we're in the midst of digging stuff up. And today comes from John chapter 10. It was actually a verse on the radio. It was the daily verse on the radio. But I decided after I started looking at the Bible that, you know what, I need a little bit more than what the verse said. So, as you all know, I got my little sheepskin and what have you. So that ties in really well with this, because Jesus is talking to some teachers of the law and that kind of stuff. And he goes in chapter 10, verse 27, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me." So I follow Jesus. I hear Jesus' voice when he talks to me. And it's really strange when God talks to you, I tell you what, because you know God's talking to you when it's not what, if it's not something you would usually choose. That's like the telltale sign that God's talking to you. And I want to go with a doorway that's too wide here, but that's just way too narrow. I need an extra one over for the wall. So yeah, there we go. I want to do 3x3 squares. Okay. But anyhow, back to that. My sheep follow me. My sheep listen to my voice. They know my voice, and they follow me. I give them eternal life, and they shall never perish. No one will snatch them out of my hand. My Father, who has given them to me, is greater than all. No one can snatch them out of my Father's hand. And I and the Father are one. So, that's a lot to contemplate. So, if you want to delve into that a little bit more, John chapter 10, verse 27-ish. Let's go ahead and build these babies on up here. And you know what? I'll put some extra struts in. I want to go three gaps where I can maybe put a window in. I probably won't. Let's see, that's 4. I don't think you know what? I think we're going to have to make the building one bigger. I just want it to look right on the outside. I'm not really sure. Anyhow. Can't be too big. What I'm going for here is a mixture of this medieval build series that I've been watching, and a Skyrim build. And one of my just worlds that I used to play in, I was building the Skyrim. I was trying to redo the Skyrim buildings. And when I say redo the Skyrim buildings, it's not the ones in the texture pack. I've been trying to kind of replicate the Skyrim. What is it? There's like an expansion pack that where you can build your own houses and stuff, and you can get other things. So basically, that's what I'm kind of shooting for, is that primary entry level house here. And then there's, of course, a much bigger, what do you call it, like main hall that comes off the back of it, where the offshoots of like the armory and that kind of stuff goes. So it'll be an immensely humongous build throughout time. It would be nice to know if you guys would like to be part of a lot of that, or if I should just continue to kind of add on to it off camera, because I mean, I will probably gather most materials for it off camera, because otherwise it would take days. All that all that clay that you guys already saw that I had, that took a long time. I had a couple hours in searching that out. I don't know if you noticed that. Well, actually, no. In my last video, in one of the videos, I showed you my updated map where it's quite a bit bigger, and told you where I got my jungle wood and stuff. Of course, I tried to do some jungle tree saplings, but that didn't work out. Since I can't sleep right now, I might as well just grab that, run that up here, get a bed close to our work area. That way we don't have to sit there and run back and forth forever. That'll save us a lot of time. I do like exposed beams in my houses. This front entry hall will only be one layer, or one level, or whatever you want to call it. So all the beams that I put across the top, it's going to be a total open roof kind of concept thing. Which is, like I say, I've already kind of built this house a little bit in another world. Not exactly the same as this. And I might have to chop down some of these walls and do them a little differently, because I don't actually have a center point, and I don't know how the little mini peaks out the side are going to work if I don't have a center reference, because I have one too many things here. I don't know if I should make it shorter, or if I should, I don't know. I'm just going to have to kind of wing that one. Go one extra, knock this out. Go ahead and get our skeletal structure framed in here of our house, and kind of running short on time, so I'm probably not going to get to the roof concept yet. I will, however, in my next video, bring in the guy and give the guy a shout out that kind of gives me my inspiration for the styling of the roof that I'm going to put on this. I am just totally drawing a blank right now. I really wish I could find that. Perhaps I can figure that out real quick while I'm doing all this slow motion building on this here action. Let's take a peek here. Dustin's MC. I think I will put that on a little plaque on the side of the thing, so y'all can get a good look at his name, how it's spelled, how to write it out. But he does a medieval build series that has a really nifty look to the houses, and I'm kind of, like I say, I'm going to kind of mix that with the Skyrim version that I've already built before, and kind of mold the two concepts together, and it should look pretty cool. So, alright, sorry about that. My phone just went off and I had to check on that. My wonderful, beautiful wife is dropping her grandpa off after playing cards, and she will be here in a little bit. So, which is going to be just right. I got a few minutes left in this video. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stack that up there. So I'm going to peg out one more. I'll make my eave. It'll be 2 out. So I actually have 3 out to the walls. Should be pretty good for, you know, mobs to hide in, that kind of stuff, which most people would probably say that's not the best idea in the world, but you know what? It's not going to be too shabby. I might even remove that center column completely and maybe put a big window in there. My original design for this, because if anybody plays Skyrim, Hearthfire, that's the add-on, the Hearthfire add-on for Skyrim for Xbox 360 there. I have not played the new updated live Xbox 360, Xbox Live, Xbox One version of, let's go ahead and get some dirt. I don't want to use up a bunch of logs doing my little stagger step, but this way I know exactly what to take out and makes it real easy to distinguish things. Oh, I need some more logs. But yeah, if anybody's ever played that Hearthfire thing and built your own house, you'll know the house that I'm building here. The medieval builds that Dustin's MC builds are actually more of a, yeah. See, I'll stair step there, and I'll stair step out on the tip of the logs there, which will give me a really cool look, I think. But the ones he does, they go up 2 to 3 up at a time, so it's a really tall, peaked roof. And I might throw some buildings in of that styling at some point. I'll probably have a real like mishmash, eclectic kind of version of what's going on here. But go ahead and knock these blocks out, and let's put some struts in here. Let's see here. If I put one there and one there, so if I put one, parkour master skills, one there, one there, one right down there, jump on top of that one, and one right down there. See if we can't get these blocks of dirt out of here before we jump back across. Although, come to think of it, I probably could reach them from the other side. Go ahead and knock those babies out of there. One more on this side. And see if I can make this jump without dying. Yeah! There we go. Nice little heart down there. Once again, get a peek at that. Yeah, there we go. Trussed a roof right there. Got our trussed roof section. So we're nice and sturdy. For some strange reason, I like to, even though blocks float, you can do anything with them, I like to give them the look of structural integrity. So yeah, that's kind of the, tree's kind of in the way, but kind of the look of the outside frame of this building. Maybe I should have went up with a higher roof, but not this time. Not on this part. I might do a taller roof on the main floor, something like that. Not really sure. But we are just about out of time here. So let's go ahead and finish where we started. Right here at the foot of the cross. Jesus is Lord. Thank you, Jesus. And we'll see you all later.